What's going on, guys? Today we're doing a VOD review of Stretch's performance in the Dreamhack Open Finals. I really just wanted to look at his consistency because of how consistent he plays in all these games, making a top 10 with 3 eliminations, basically every single one of his games except for 2. Even in this one he plays 5th. I really want to see how he makes it past early game, through mid game, and makes it really far into the end game. So the thing you need to realize too is that like Stretch didn't win a single game. Like he did not win a single game. And it really shows that it's like sometimes you really just need to play super consistent and play well in these tournaments. And he had a very comfortable lead over pretty much everyone except for Dubs. Him and Dubs were really the only ones fighting, and I can promise you Dubs was very consistent as well. So I'm interested in seeing how he played these games. I think he was dropping Misty Meadow and rotating out, and I just want to see how he plays this. Alright, so now we're on gameplay. So he's dropping Misty Meadow here, which I think is a pretty good spot just because of how like spread out it is, and I think it's a pretty underrated POI. Dropping this place right here. Something to really just note early on is like he's just taking these shots mostly because like he knows he needs storm tags. You know what I mean? Like he knows he needs storm tags because he's played in these high level games before, and he knows that like storm surge is gonna come in, and it's every single hit's gonna matter. So he's just taking these shots here if he can. I think it's really important. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, he's really prioritizing his farming right now. He's like farming like the trees and the bricks, like because I think he knows that his loot's like pretty good, and that like really the only big problem he would have is just like farming the materials, you know what I mean? Yeah, which is I think he knows how to split well, and now you can take what he needs, and then he just probably rotates out. I feel like he's not gonna overvisit his stay and miss. He's gonna like loot what he can of his side, and just dip out. Oh, launchpad! Oh my gosh, the RNG right now. These 2 launch pads. What? Go 4 times. Getting his medal up, since that's like the one thing he doesn't really get from Missy other than some cars. Getting tags on walking. We're taking dead set right now. Yeah, I think he's just rotating dead set right now, just getting like these leftover mats that no one's picked up. Like he gets in that confrontation, but he just dips out. There's no reason to fight. He literally can just play passive and just play for the placement points, because he knows how risky it is in these high level lobbies, in these high skill lobbies, to go for kills. It's just dumb. Opting not to shoot these players in the water because he knows he needs to rotate in that direction. So like, why would you want to shoot the player where you're rotating? Because they'll just hold you. You know what I mean? He'd rather just like play it safe and just like not let the players see him. I see. Oh my, no way. Okay. Be able to sneak up on the player. That's some good surge. He's in a really good spot here. He does not really need to fight anyone. He has an insane amount of mats, and those 2 launches. Those 2, I bet you like he's not gonna be scared to use those launches. You know what I mean? Oh, he does get a little beam there. I think he needs to be a bit more careful about where he builds. Oh, he couldn't build there. There's a thing. Oh, Dubs just got griefed. Huh. Harpooning all that loot, you know what I mean? That's why I think using a harpoon in these games are so important. Cause it's like even if you get a kill on someone, the only way you're gonna get the loot is if you have a harpoon, where you're like right next to it and you can rotate into it super fast, but it's still super risky. Just playing it safe, just looking for like some tags on players. He's not playing like an idiot though. He's not super overextending his peaks, you know, and he's just looking for simple peaks that like he can just get a few tags on. Looking for the opportunities. does not want to get sprayed through his base. Yeah, launch pad is that. Let's get into the mid ground here, because you definitely want to get in the mid ground, especially if, like, a good amount of mats and stuff. He's just gonna build up. Yep. He's just playing for zone. He doesn't really need any more surge. He got that kill on dubs, you know what I mean? He has the rotation, he has the shield, so he's just gonna, like, play for his own base. Doesn't have a lot of AR under pressure anyway, so. Player right next to him. Yeah, just look at how careful he's playing. He's just aware. He's aware of his surroundings, but he's not playing stupid. You know what I mean? Like, if he's savage, he can just get a shot off, because it's like he knows that the player's not going to expect him to shoot, and he can just reset his whole wall. Let's get a little bit more of high ground, so if it does go up the mountain, then he's not going to be stuck in the low ground, which I think is very smart. You never want to be in a box where there's, like... Yeah, it does get pressured because of it, though. It was smart, but I think you need to go up one more box or extend out a box, but in order for him not to get sprayed. But then it's a question: is it worth getting the mats or using the mats for it? Just looking like for an opportunity. He doesn't really need to play anything weirdly. I'll be surprised if he doesn't use a launcher. Because why not, you know what I mean? Like, there's no point of using a launch really later in the game. Unless he saves it and then uses it for the next zone if it comes back, but... Yeah, uses his launch. Yeah, he's gonna base up on top of someone. Yep, holding that mid ground. Just gonna base himself in, look back, see if he can get any picks on anyone. He has the crash pads to rotate now. He doesn't need to play anything risky, you know what I mean? Just like play for the placement. That's really all it is. He's able to just rotate up a bit, not even place that many mats, just throw the charge down and the crash pad and he's in. Gets that wall. Gets tabs for a lot. Gets him down. I don't think he gets that kill though. He does actually get the kill. No, and this is the 3 kill game now. And like, that was such a good kill there. It was like, I want to look at that really quickly because of his piece control, okay? So, if you look at how he plays this, right? He has this box, right? And then he extends out, places an entire next box next to it, right? He breaks this wall, edits it, gets a shot off, and then he grabs that, you know, I don't think he grabs the stairs, but he forces tabs into his box, and he's just able to get that kill because where is tabs gonna go? He's just dead because of the piece control that he grabbed. Nothing of this is tabs, and because he knew that he needed to place that, he makes it out alive. If he hadn't, tabs might have been able to get up top. Tabs might have been able to get the side, but he uses that piece control and he builds a 2 box, which I think is something that is really important to be using. You need to, when you're fighting and when you're trying to box fight someone, you need to have 2 boxes and extend out. That way you're not stuck in your own box and you have places where you can move. And then he's just dead there. There's nothing he can do. Gonna go up a little bit, that way you can get a little bit farther away from the low ground. Doesn't want to have to fight many people. He's in a really good layer right now. He's super alone and there's like no one really next to him that really has to worry about. He's gonna pressure that player above him, less because he actually wants to get the kill, but more to just like say like, hey, I'm not afraid to pressure you if I need to. And he's just gonna use these pre-built structures. Probably build above him. It's fine. I don't think anyone capitalizes on it though. Now he just pressures height a little bit. Waits for him to peak, but there you go. That's beautiful timing. He waited for it. Oh my. Slacks in his base. That's just unfortunate, you know what I mean? But he is able to make that out really fast, really quick edits down. And then just like making sure he doesn't 50-50 that player there. Pops his big shield since he knows that he's not really gonna be he's gonna be able to pop a lot of bigs later on in the game. Plays around. He's got launch pad. He's not gonna go for it. Yeah, that's smart. He's using pre-built structures. Moved himself in the zone. Not at a lot of mats, and I think that's definitely what's gonna kill him. You know what I mean? He didn't really get the refresh he needed like late game. If he had killed Slacks there, then he probably would have been able to place a little bit better. But I think he does actually kill someone, but then he just dies to he's on low. It's literally like when you're on this, when you're in this low ground scenario, and when you get yourself to low ground, it's so difficult to make yourself out of there, because you have to think about it this way, right? The reason that people are on low ground is because they have like no mats. You know what I mean? And because they have no mats, they're not going to be able to make it out. What did I just say? And because they have no mats, even when you kill them, the mats that you get are not going to be enough for you to make it out of low ground and get back into mid ground with enough mats. Because you're just going to get the 50-50-50, and what's that going to do? Like another like 10 seconds? Once you get to low ground, that's when you know you have to like put on that fighting mentality. And he gets the kill, but he does get eliminated. It was really good though. He was able to just play super safe and just like not really pressure high ground, or not really get pressured a lot. He pressured high ground a few times, but it was pretty free for him. That's like a free 59 points, which is, it gets you really far in these first couple rounds, these first couple matches. Going back to Misty, probably that one house again, so we can break the chest and then look for a spray on people landing islands. 100% he's gonna do it again. Actually, a pretty low drop. Not sure he's gonna be able to get chest there. But look, okay, can we acknowledge this for a second? Look at how he's just looking around and looking at where players are. He sees the player to his right, he sees the players to his left. He's acknowledging where those players are and thinking, okay, I have to be careful about if these players rotate into me. I have to be careful about rotating into them. I need to be smart, you know what I mean? He's like, he just knows. He knows to play smart. Look at his positioning right there. He positioned himself to the right of that so he could not get shot from that player on that mountain. That is just so smart, man. Because you know he's been in scenarios where he's landed top and just gotten sprayed. He's just gotten sprayed because he doesn't protect himself. So now he knows, like, look around where people are. If there's someone who's landing up there, I need to protect myself with the side of the building. Because he's dropped here so many times. That's what really is so great about practicing your drop spots so much, is that you get so used to it. You're just so you know how to react to every single situation. Alright, we can watch it. I like how he goes for the floor loot there instead of going for the house. The floor loot on the side, that's kind of dope. Another launch pad? Wow. That's crazy. Look at his loot right now. Missy actually is really good. And now he's just rotating the zone. I want a third party this fight. Let's get a few tags off on it. Still a little risky, but he's playing sneakily and he gets those tags off. He's going in for it. He backs out. Yeah, look at that. He backs out because he knows he doesn't need to go for the fight. He knows he got his tags and that if he had the opportunity, he would go for it. But he backs out because he doesn't want to have to waste his utility and his mat to have the risk of him getting third party when he can just rotate out and have a really good scenario. So smart. He's not player over there. Like this right here, they're not fighting to fight each other. They're fighting for control of gas station. The gas station loot. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. Like, they were not fighting to kill each other. They're fighting to get control of the loot. And then Stretch ends up getting the high ground on him, so he backs out. Just smart. Rotating dead side, going to the left. Let's see, how many players are we going to see rotating dead side right now? This player, they're just rotating in actually, these guys. But these guys are already dead side. He's pretty much dead side. Yeah, like look at this side. Look at this side of the map. So empty, and you look at this side, there's so many players. It's crazy. Farming up, holding the high ground. Smart. Has the extra mats to use, so. Now you just look for storm tags when people rotating in. Look at that, storm is already off and he's 99 above because of the beams he took. If anything, he only needs like 1 or 2 more hits. I mean, he's not really gonna have to worry about storm really too much here, honestly. Yeah, he's just gonna rotate into zone. He has a pretty good high ground right now in position, so he's just gonna maintain that, look for the hits. And he's chilling right now. I promise you, if someone takes height from him, he's just gonna allow it. Because there's no point of fighting for height here. Oh, great beams. Look at that. Tell me that some of you guys in chat right now would not go WK that kill because you hit him for that much. But guess what? That is the brain dead play. When you play smart and you like know that he still has to rotate in, I have the advantage over him. What? I guess the loot, okay. So here's the difference, okay? Here's the difference, okay? Here's the difference between what I just said there, right? He's playing here, right? But this player dies, okay? He dies, and no one is near the loot. So he goes fast and gets the loot before anyone else is able to get it. Now that is smart. Going in there when he's low, that's not smart. But when you see the loot there and you know you can grab it, that is smart. He actually grabs it right before this guy is able to harpoon the loot. But he gets all the loot 4 launch pads. He knows he can just launch back up to this high ground, so he's not pressured here in this situation, yeah. Because why wouldn't you? The player using the launch pad, he's gonna get some beams off on him. And he is just vibing right now. Gonna see where the zone pulls. I actually don't think I saw this game live. I think I was watching the game was happening. He's just gonna pop a launch pad, probably a short launch. Oh, not a short launch. Oh, but he glides down super fast, so. And just takes that mid-ground layer. I bet he's gonna extend out at least 1 box here in a second. We're moving to the cone, yeah. Bunch of players next to him. These Rizonas, and he's gonna either, I think he's gonna launch here since there's so many people. He doesn't want to crash pad because it's very risky. So gonna wait for zone and let people rotate out, and then he can use his own launch. Yep. Alright, we can go to 1 times now. Beautiful. So he lands in this mid-ground layer. Supposed to just break that player since it's wood. He definitely gets the kill on that player. Yeah. See, that is so smart because he knows that the player's in wood, and he plays back in order so that he's not getting fully pressured. He could have done the same thing he did with what's his name? Tabs last game where he builds like the box here. But I think he wanted to have more of a surprise factor and didn't want this guy to expect it. He's able to grab the wall and hit him. And I think that was a really smart play. Oh, I accidentally went back. How long is it going to take to load, chat? Take a guess. Okay, it's fine. We can actually rewatch it. And look, this player opened up this way and he's taking shots there. He knows that he's not looking. And he gets that and he kills him. That was an insane play. He's that RPG, wants to go for it, but might be a little too risky. Yeah, he backs down. Realistically, the RPG is great and all, but he doesn't need it. And then he pads himself to the rest of the zone. Look at him, he's just chilling right now. You can just grab a little bit of piece control. Break through. Rotate through this. And then he has the crash pads to rotate. Yep. It's actually a really great use of the crash pads. If you guys are not already using that, you build a stair. You build like a stair right here, right? And then you just throw it down and it pushes you very, very far. Because you don't want to be going up because that's how you get laser. But if you go straight, it's pretty much like a short launch. So it brings you farther actually. Nice. That was really good. So if you guys don't know what he did there, right? He gets himself in the front of zone and then looks back into the back of zone to look for picks. Dude, if I can preach one thing to people for positioning, it's get front, being back. The back is where fights are happening because you're being pressured and being moved by the zone, right? You don't have any time to really think. You're forced to move. You have to keep continuing. You can't really think too much about your piece control because you have to build through stuff. You have to grab as much as you can, right? But then if you go in the front, then you shit on that player because you're able to go in the front of the zone and then just turn back and just like beam kids. Oh, that unlucky. Yeah, that stair cone screwed him, or that cone. Great layer. Oh. This is such a good layer because it's not second height, it's like fourth height, which I've said multiple times I think is the best. It's the best layer to hold. Popping in one more, and now he is in the zone. Free control, hopping a mini. Could probably want to get a little bit higher here since his control is not really the best, but he's just vibing, waiting to see where zone is right now. So. Holding walls. See zone going that way. I bet he's gonna build out a little bit. And he's gonna use a crouch pad here to go up. That's my opinion. That's what I think he's gonna do. But we'll see. He has a decent amount of mats where he's just gonna play a little bit high ground. Or not high ground, a little bit higher. But he's actually quite free here. I think it's because he's standing in the front of zone though. It's because he's playing in the front of zone. He's not really being pressured by turning people. Oh, back player got crapped on. Only 100 mouse left. He needs to get the refresh, so he's going for it. He's spraying, seeing if he can get any chances for a kill. Grabs that. Great piece control, man. Oh man, dude, look at how fast he did that, chat. Look at how fast he did that. He immediately grabs the wall, opens up an edit, and then places the cone and takes a shot. Look at how fast he does this. Look at that. By the time this guy has even a reaction to grab the wall, he's already grabbed the wall and the cone. And then it's just a simple edit and taking him out. It's just, this guy can barely move because he can't protect himself in that period of time. And he gets that refresh. Wasn't a lot of mats, but it'll definitely get him into like a better place here in this game. Still has a crash pad here. Oh, that loot fell. I would say go for that loot. Only go for that loot. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Look at him. He's just front of zone. Dude, look at how often he's playing front of zone, man. That entire time, he was just playing front of zone. And the opportunities it's giving him is just insane, bro. Because he's not being pressured as hard. He's able to decide on his pressures. Where did that... that crash pad broke, but whatever. And I think the mistake he made there was going for the high ground. If it was a mistake, I mean, he's going for high ground, right? Which I think is very important. But I think he didn't grab good enough piece control and he got kind of scuffed with that crash pad. So, I don't know. Definitely think that was a really good game, though. Really shows the importance of staying in the front of zone and like pressuring back. I think that people really don't talk about that enough. Okay. Yep, landing the same house. Getting that control, getting that gun. Very smart. Take it 2 times. Like, look at those like simple builds that he's taking. Like just building those stairs that will like probably in a lot of games stop him from getting beamed. You know what I mean? Like stopping people from being able to beam you in like a lot of scenarios will save your health and stuff. So and it's so simple too. Just placing like a few builds. It's like you know you're gonna get max at some point, so why would you not? You know what I mean? You save your builds because of it. And in all the games we've watched, he hasn't gotten zone. You know what I mean? But like he knows how to rotate into it safely. Like where's zone this time? He's gonna probably rotate to the top right since that's the dead side. You know what I mean? He's always making his way to dead side. He knows where the ammo crates are since he has been blending here for forever. You know, this is the last match, so like he needs to be careful about people griefing him. Which is just the sad fact that people do that. Yeah, look at that. I called it. He's gonna rotate to the top right because it's dead side. He's just getting the mats on the way because he doesn't want to rotate left side because obviously you rotate left side and you rotate right side and get into less engagements. You know what I mean? The only reason I would say that right side is a bit risky is because you would definitely want to wait for the caddy person to go in front of you because that player, if they are in their last game, they might have or since it's his last game, they might just be trying to W key in order to get placement, in order to get some extra kills and place higher. Drops the chugs for the harpoon. I think that's definitely smart. Realistically, 2 chug splashes is not really gonna get you too much. Look at how far he's rotating around these players. Like he sees a player and he's just rotating all the way around. Not even taking the risk. Oh my, that shark. Yep, rotating dead side. Look at how far he is. That's crazy, man. He's chilling dead side right now. Look. He went from where there would be like this many players if he rotated normally. Look at how many players right here. To just being like pretty much a solitary guy on a mountain right now. Where he's just able to stand on top of a mountain and just look for tags. That's crazy, man. His rotations are just obscene. He knows when to go for shots and when not to. So free right now. Yep, sees that player, tags him off a bit. Just getting some kind of storm surge. Shots. Yeah, he's just rotating dead side. Look where zone is. He's gonna go around here. He's gonna probably go around this area. If you guys are not rotating dead side in your games, I don't really know what to say. If I need to make a dead side video for you guys, let me know, because I will. Look at him. He's not even pressuring that player. See, he knows he is in first place. All he needs to do is play for placement and play smart and just play for his positioning, and he will win the game. He will win the tournament. Okay, he'll get the kills he needs in endgame, but for now he'll just play. He'll play placement, play safe. Yeah, look at this, guys. Look at his rotation path, all the way from Misty, going all the way over here. Around here, right? And now he's all the way up here on the right side. Look at how many people over here in this jumbled up area, right? Rotating in right now. Look at how many people over here. There's like 4, 5, 6 players. It's so free for him because he knows where to rotate and he knows like how to look at his surroundings and like understand like where to take shots from, where to take storm surge, where to base up, where to chill out, and it's just saving his game. Look at this. This is crazy. He's just basing off playing with the wood. This is a bit of a weird structure in my opinion. Just for the fact that like he's on the ground, so he's not a very good layer. He could get pressured, but just taking those tags on the player. Has to get him on an AR, so he can go for some shots. Definitely doesn't want to like waste a lot of it, but he can go for them. Yep. He's just gonna rotate white line. His white line is dead side. If you can know how to rotate in this game, bro, you are set, bro. You are chilling. And he's gonna get a little bit on that mountain. Yeah, he's gonna play with that. Since he got pressured, I bet you that. Yeah, no, he's still going for it actually. I was gonna say he's gonna try to get up on this mountain, right around here. Or not up on the mountain, but like a little bit higher up. That way he's able to play in that position. You know what I mean? Look at that, free for him. Now he's just able to look down the mountain and get tags he need. He's just so good, man. He's such a smart player. And all the kills that we've seen, it's just been him holding piece control and just finding really good angles on players. None of it's like him doing super crazy mechanical stuff. It's just him playing smart. And the consistency he has because of it is just crazy. Yeah, he's just waiting right now. Just looking around. Doesn't really need to do anything right now, you know what I mean? Just rotating the zone. Building the few structures he needs to build, and now he's in. He's just gonna box up. He's not in the best scenario, because like he's on the opposite of dead side for this zone, but then again, I would say his positioning is not bad, just for the fact that if zone is over here, this was dead side, so like it's only really the dead side people that are rotating in there. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be about even on all sides. Maybe a bit more on dead side since these are smart players who know to rotate dead side, but we'll see. And also you have to think that like down here, this is a very low ground situation. You want to be on the high ground, so even though he is like he has a lot of people near him, he's on the high ground scenario, so it's even better than like being down here. I'd say the best scenario is probably around where this guy is, or like right around here, just for the fact that it's like you have the high ground, but you're also not in this clumped area, so. Rotates down the mountain. He does not have a launch pad. He's probably gonna wait for someone to place one. Either that or he rotates the left side. Ooh, he follows this guy's builds. I feel like he's probably trying to pressure out. Yeah, good kill. Good kill, man. He was able to just watch him rotate and then just get the kill on him. That's huge, man. And then he's just rotating around left side, just using pretty well structures. That is so tragic for him. Alright, let's bring that to 1. Alright. Look at him, now he's in. You see to play the placement here and he wins the tournament. Like, it's literally all it is. Just plays smart here. Nothing he really needs to do, you know what I mean? He doesn't need a refresh. I mean, yeah, he has the harpoon, so he's just looking for like opportunities. Just gonna rotate into zone. Very smart here. kind of risky, just for the fact that he's not really building too much above him, but there was previous structures, so he's in a good spot here now. Well, if he can pressure out a kill there and get the harpoon. Just looking for crash pads. Even hitting crash pads is smart in this game. Because it's like, if it's close enough to you, like, why the hell not? You know what I mean? If it's not broken. I would say if you're going to use a crash pad of your own, then you should hit it and then break it. So that way no one else can use it. You know what I mean? I would say that's something we haven't really seen a lot of people do yet, but it's surprising me that he's often play low ground. I guess he knows that it's going down the mountain though, so he's like, if I'm gonna play here, I can just yeah, I was gonna say extend out in the middle of the mountain, and then you're pretty much middle ground. Like I said, guys, stays in front of zone, looks back for the kills. Stays in front of zone, look back for the kills. He's done this so many times. Look, he's just gonna stay in the front of zone and look back for the kills. He's barely being pressured right now. He barely has to even have to build because everyone's looking back in his zone. You know what I mean? He's straight vibing. Just pressures. You gotta gets out of that fight. He knows that it's like he hasn't really been given the opportunity to get that kill there. So, oh, see, and but that's the opportunity he can get to get the kill. Is when they open up that and they don't really protect themselves. You know what I mean? So now he's gonna pressure. He's not gonna hard pressure though. But he's able to get that kill on Who Fishy. Like, look at how good he is at that. Oh, I just went back to that. Okay, we'll go back to the front. All right, there we go. So now he's here, right? He finds that chance for a kill. He pressures him. Gets that opportunity for a kill. Goes for the mats. He needs that refresh. You know what I mean? And look at how much he gets. That's huge, man. And he knows he can get in the zone and just get a little bit higher of ground. That way he's not fighting as many people. Player on his lair though. He's probably gonna get higher or lower to not get in this guy's lair. Come on, he's already in zone, so. Just safe tarp it in. Getting as much placement as possible. Everyone's down right now. Knocks out high ground. It's a really good scouting. And it's like he has so many mats here. He can look for those kills, but he's, oh my god, does he get height here? Oh my god. He must get broken down though. By I don't know. Something. Either grappler or my guess is probably the launcher. He's holding high ground here. This is just casual high ground playing, you know what I mean? Just spraying from above. I want to drop down a little bit. Only 15 HP, can't really take too much fall damage. Let's say just drop onto that metal. Wait, he's not. He's gonna drop down the way. Okay, that's right. Oh, you ready? I knew it. I knew it. We love that gun. Pretty so low. Who's the kill here? Kill. Yeah, that's a good pick. And I think he dies here to when he tries to go around. It's just an unfortunate kill. I'm pretty sure he gets like harpooned. Doesn't he get like launched in his zone? Well, we'll see. Yeah, he gets launched in zone and then gets harpooned. Or no, he harpoons this guy here. But yeah, I mean that's really it. You have to acknowledge that like he played so well in all of his games. He played such well on placement. Oh my god, this guy got 8 kills, bro. He was shredding out in endgame. Oh my gosh. This guy was feeding him points, bro. Alright, anyway. I think if we learned anything from this VOD review, it's the importance of being in the front of zone and then spraying back for your eliminations. Holding a harpoon so you're able to grab loot. And just playing smart. Not going for kills just because there's someone in front of you, but actually waiting for the opportunity where you can actually get that kill. Like a 7.2 average placement, that is godlike. That is godlike. When the person in fourth got a 37.8, you know, Dubs got a 23.2, like a 7.2, like that's just crazy. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the VOD review. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you didn't, dislike it and tell me why in the comments. Okay. Thank you guys for watching the full video. I know it's very long, but I mean, I hope you guys got some information from it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.